Hey everybody, what's up? Ralph's Family 5 here. It's a beautiful day here in the city, in Mount House City. It's been 70s. It was 80s on Friday. It's this, what is this, November the 9th? And again, it's just typical Colorado. We don't get a lot of snow here in the metropolitan area, but the mountains, yeah, they'll get it all day long. So I thought I would take a moment, and one, I was going to take off today, had Army this weekend, and I wanted to start working on some elements of my show. So I decided that I would invite you on this journey of getting into starting my 2021 show in terms of getting items on the house and doing my last my checklist of where am I at, and I believe that I am at 90% and I'm ready to go. So I have a couple more milestones before my go live, which my intent is to go live on. We're vacillating with Thanksgiving night, which is popular here in my community, or Friday after Thanksgiving. So I don't know. A lot of folks coming to town, and this year everybody's wanting to travel. Last year they couldn't because of COVID, and so I think I'm gonna have more traffic out here than what I can handle. All right. So where should you be in your show on a Monday, November the 9th? Depends on where you want to go live. I'm going to go live here. So what is that? Like 20 days, 19 days. So I need to make sure I button it up. And then you should too. If you're doing like the lights and the fancy stuff, then you should already have your show program. You can be working on your last bit of your programming. That's kind of where I'm at. I have 10 songs. They're short ones in my show, and I'm doing my crescendo, the last finale, the last song, and it's coming along great. And I said, well, if I have that kind of time, I'm gonna take my time and program it slowly. But here's the one thing I want you to remember: you still have to test it. Just because you can put it into a software application, that doesn't mean it's gonna run exactly that way. You need to make sure you have, put it through matrices or Windows. Does everything look the way it's supposed to look? Sometimes you get those pixels from China, and they'll be out of the RGB scheme or sequences. There'll be a GR, green, RG green or whatever. So you got to make sure that everything is locked in tight, and that's why I do multiple runs of the show before I actually do a launch. So make sure you're at that point. If you got everything on, try to capitalize on warmer weather to wrap your trees, put up your pixels around your windows. They just work better, especially if you're using clips and not staples. The clips like the warmer weather. When I say those clips, they typically come from Holiday Cora, and they'll fit into that half-inch PVC, Schedule 40 PVC. Those do not like being spread or something at the 40 or 30-degree weather. They tend to snap. That's these guys up here, and they're $1 a clip, so that's pretty expensive. I don't know how well you can see that. Right here, that clip there. It's amazing, but it does not like to be expanded in cold weather, cooler weather. So that's just something to think about. All right, so I just want to invite you in at this. It's the 10th hour. It's not the 11th hour. We're getting there, and I wanted to show you some things that I'm adding to the show. I still have not gotten rid of those darn incandescents on my spinner. I keep promising to do it. I'm researching. I just don't like I don't want to do the snowflakes that everyone's doing, although that's the most popular thing versus the spinners this year. And I did add matrices to the house. I did the lower level of the house. I'm gonna see if I can spin this around. Hold on. And that option is that there? Is it there? Where is it at? I don't see that option any longer. I was gonna spin it on you so you could see what I'm working with. Anyway, I want to try, bear with me, to just pan around like this. So every one of the windows, I can't see you, so hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. Every one of the windows here will have a matrix. The one down here, as I walk up toward the house, this lower right, that upper left, and then of course the one here in the yard will still have that. I hope you got a chance to see that. Here are this is new. It's going to go in the garage. I do not intend to keep it on this Schedule 40. We talked about that when I first built it. It pulls here. I'm going to go and find another way to attach this to the outer side of the house. And then here are the other two. They're ready to go. One's a vertical, one's a horizontal. And these guys Their programming amazing. What I am worried about is I don't have them on the P5 panels, and how are the graphics going to look? So that's a big concern of mine. And that other, what you call number one, it's back there hidden. So these are the incandescent lights that I want to get away from. I want to go to some type of a pixel. I have decided I'm going to take all four of these and get rid of this warm white and go to where are they at? They're somewhere around here. Go to the cool white. The cool whites are $8.99 per box. These were $2.58 at the local home improvement. I'm sure that's the same price point you might find it at your store. So you do the math. They're 8 arms times 4 is 32 times $9. You know, let's round it to 10. I'm probably at $300. I have to go and spend this weekend in order to change that out. And then I have to sit and wrap every one of these spinners, 8 arms times 4, 32. And it's probably, you know, an hour and a half per spinner. So I have a lot of work to do. And those are things I think that are going to hold me up. Or they won't delay me, but they'll certainly make this 11th hour, 10th hour feel more like the 11th hour. Okay, that's enough rambling. Again, where should you be on your show? You should already, at this point, utilize the weather to, get things stapled or clipped or something of that nature. Wrap your trees. The mini incandescents prefer to be wrapped in about 30 to 40 degrees with sunshine. If you're in a part of the country where you're already experiencing snow, because we're not here in Colorado, well, not in the metropolitan area, then you'll find your little things that you'll do to make the process work. For example, zip ties. Zip ties do not like to be zipped during that cold weather, but if you keep them inside your pockets on your close to your body, now they get a little bit of the body heat and they'll work a little bit better. You start getting into that 20 degree, 30 degree, the zip ties will snap on you. What else? I think that's it. Your show should be programmed. Your show should be ready to go. You should be nailing down the show so you can start doing your testing, those type of things. Don't forget, guys, make sure you get your emergency kit ready as you start to think through. With my adding more items to, or we call them props, to my display, I think my emergency kit might look a little different this year than it has in the past. So I didn't buy a new computer, things that I said I would do, and that's pretty much it. I've just been busy, haven't been working on the show as much as or as diligent as I have in the past by this time of the year, and I wonder if I should be worried. Next weekend, I'm going to rent the cherry picker, and I'll start putting everything on the house. And I think that if I'm testing, if today's the 9th, so that would have been by the 16th. If I have everything on the house by the weekend of the 16th, 17th, I should be okay. Because that still will give me 9 to 10 days to there or about to get everything tested, beta test, see what it looks like at night. One thing I noticed that when I was doing the filming for my YouTube channel, my matrix were just, they would blur out at certain intensities of the sun. So I backed, sorry for the Cessna going above us. So I reduced my, let's call it dimming curve. I put that to about 80% of maximum intensity. Hopefully that'll give me a better shoot this year. And as I start to do the beta test, if it looks off on the effect, then I'm gonna have to decide what do I do. Do I bring the whole house down to 80% to match the matrix, or do I take the matrix back up to 100? Because I run 100%. I know some in the community or in the YouTube world or in the holiday pixel decorating community, they run at 30%. My neighbors run at full blast 100%. We party out here in Colorado, so I don't get the challenges that others around the country are getting. So 30%, that's not going to work for my neighborhood. They want 100% light this up, and that's what we're going to give them. Okay. All right, guys. So anyway, Route 75, as always, keep having fun with this and understand where you should be at this time of the process, and just have fun. Don't try to do too much. If you can't get something out, guys, you can't get it out. Fine. I didn't even work on my leaping arches this year. So the same incandescent lights that I don't want to keep using. They're so limited. I'll get that next year. It's not the end of the end of the world because I didn't get that done. It's just something to plan for next year, and I'm gonna continue to build. Okay, I think I've said enough, and probably enough of nothing, which is fair. But I do appreciate you guys coming along and you're watching the show and those type of things. So that was the intent of today. I'm not building anymore. I'm now at the point where I'm starting to put things together. I'm at a 90% of the process. I'm in my 10th hour. I'm going to start today laying out and testing all of my props. I'll put them in test mode to make sure they're rocking. And then those matrix. I want to try and get the matrix on the house because I had to create some extensions for them. Okay, guys, with that, we thank you. And as always, hope you all have been safe and had a great 21. I'm looking forward to 2022. And with that, team, love you guys. We're out.